Hi, I'm Auntie Tam, and welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, I hope you find some interesting information that'll help you with all aspects of mental health. And on my channel, that's exactly what we tackle, mental health. And we also do a series on how to adult. Currently, we are running a series on trauma and its effects. Before I kick off, I've got to tell you that I am not a psychiatrist, psychologist, counselor, or any kind of medical professional. Everything that I'm talking about comes from my own lived experience. So please just bear that in mind as you watch the video, because this is not, I'm not a professional. It's really just from everything that I've experienced. And today I want to talk to you about something that we really, really need to stop saying to people, particularly when it comes to people who are experiencing mental health issues. Now, recently I watched an adult turn around and say to a young girl, she's about 15 or 16 years old, who was experiencing anxiety and depression, and she very bravely opened up about this in conversation. And the adult had turned around and said to her, well, you know what, I've experienced this, I've experienced that, I've had this happen and that happen. So really what you're going through is not really that great. And you know what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Oh man. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And particularly if you're saying this to somebody who's vulnerable, who's experiencing mental health issues, it's incredibly distressing. And what it does is it minimizes this person's experience. If you are saying that to anybody who is brave enough to open up to you about something that has occurred in their life, that it's been difficult, oh, there's a cat there, then what you're doing essentially is negating their experience. What you're saying is, yeah, okay, you've had this experience, but you know what? It doesn't matter because it'll make you stronger. It doesn't make you stronger. This is the honest truth. It doesn't make you stronger at all. You've seen the memes. You've seen the memes that say, oh, well, it didn't make me stronger. It left me with all kinds of traumatic behavioral issues and things like that. Of course it did. Of course it did. It doesn't make you stronger. And we've been told this throughout our lives. We've been told this when we didn't want to eat our broccoli. Well, it's not going to kill you, it'll make you stronger. We've told this when we have fallen over and scraped our knees. If it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. We've been told this when somebody in our lives has passed away and we're finding it difficult to get over the grief, and somebody says, well, it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. We've heard this over and over and over again. And honestly, I have said it. I have said it to people, myself. When you know better, you do better, right? But I've said this even to myself, I've said this. It doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. It doesn't. Because when we've experienced trauma, when we've experienced depression, when we've experienced mental illness, even if we have experienced a broken arm or something else, it's really not a case of making you stronger. What happens is that the situation or the event that's occurred has had an effect on you. It has scarred you. It doesn't make you stronger. If it doesn't kill you, it scars you. It wounds you. It leaves something behind. Do you know what makes you stronger? I'll tell you what makes you stronger. Not the thing that did this. Healing makes you stronger. Consciously deciding to go for therapy or to take the medication or to do what is necessary, do the work that you have to do on yourself to get through whatever you need to get through, facing the problem, talking about the problem, allowing yourself to experience the emotions and the grief of whatever situation. That's what makes you stronger. The healing, not the thing itself. And we don't always go in through that healing process. Sometimes when something terrible happens to us, we go into a downward spiral. It's not making us stronger. That's making us more hurt and leaving us in more pain. It's not making us stronger. Can we just stop saying that now, please? And actually start listening to the person who is telling us about their experience, telling us about what they've been through, telling us about the emotions that they're having. What's not going to kill you makes you stronger. No, it doesn't. Really, it doesn't. And from my own experience, I can tell you, no, it doesn't. Because I've experienced trauma, and I do have PTSD. So that experience didn't make me stronger. It's made me more paranoid. It's made me more cautious. I've experienced betrayal. So trust issues. That's not making me stronger, is it? It's given me a whole bunch of issues to deal with. Not fun. So let's just stop saying that and be there and support the person who is speaking to us from a place of authenticity. We can't tell somebody how to feel. We can't turn around and say, well, you know what? I breezed through my depressive episode. I took medication. I went to counseling. I'm fine. So you should be fine now too. No, you can't, because everybody's experience is different. Everybody's path is different. What caused the depression for John is not the same thing that caused the depression for me or for you or for anyone else. So it's not a one-size-fits-all situation at all. And it gets my goat. Yes, I've said this before. Gets my goat. I say this often. But therapy is incredibly helpful. Incredibly helpful. And let's be more supportive of people. What that adult should have said to that child when she had spoken about her anxiety and depression is, I understand. I've had a similar experience. Are you getting the help you need? Do I need to be there for you? That's the right response. Because often when we hear of somebody who's like, oh, okay, I'm in my case, when I spoke to somebody who was close to me in my family about experiences that I had years ago, and telling them how I was feeling and how it still affected me, I was brushed off. And that actually makes the person who's talking to you about what's happened feel worse. And the way you brush people off, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Yes, I am guilty of it. I've said it. You've said it. We've all said it. Let's consciously remove that phrase from our vocabulary and from our speech and from what we do. Let's consciously try to be there for somebody. Let's consciously extend a hand. Let's be present with that person, because that's what's going to make them stronger. That's what's going to help them heal. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell so that you can get your notifications when the next video drops. And if you would really like to, you can support me on my Patreon and my Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next week.